Okay. Are we back? Is this... Give me a second here.
Estays is for sharing all kinds of moments. From baby moons to...
Are we back? Are we back? Is that... Are we good? Can people hear me? Okay, it looks like I'm back. Yay! Yes, people will need to come back into the chat. Yeah, that's yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. So the thing is, I don't know what happened. Yeah, so I don't know what happened. The thing is, I haven't been told. Huh, okay. So, two show up. I'm guessing that one is going to be closed now. That's all good. Sorry, Grace is just messaging me as things are progressing, but that's all good. Yeah, so the thing is, usually if there's a copyright issue, then there's some notification, and I haven't got one. So I don't know what the go is with that. But yeah, so we'll need to wait just a little bit just so people can jump back on. It said you were against copyright. It said that, but it hasn't told me anything. That sucks. Right. It's funny. It's funny because even if I go to the other stream on it, it says that there's no copyright issues. So I don't know what's going on. So I don't know. I genuinely don't know. Our view just said a policy violation, didn't say what. Okay, interesting. Interesting. Yes, not sure. LOVEBITES official videos randomly shut down live streams when paying their videos, although uploading the videos don't. It's weird. Oh, okay, okay. I didn't know that. Interesting. Interesting. Live is looking normal again. All right, so what we'll do is we'll attempt to go through the rest of this, and hopefully we don't have the same issue. Hopefully it comes back at some point, and okay, so I've got the old video, so that's fine. I can just piece it together for a later time, so that's all good. But right now, let me just open this up so that I can get my chat back that I can actually do things with. There we go. Okay. I remember this happened to Epic Musical. YouTube striked his stream even though it was his own music. Why does that not surprise me? But look, let's yeah, look, Alex, I'm not entirely surprised, but that's okay. What we'll do, we'll continue from here, and hopefully it won't do it by the end of the stream. The flow is definitely gone, which is incredibly upsetting, but we'll see how this goes. We'll see. I'll keep pausing. LOVEBITES label doesn't really strike channels because of reactions being a massive reason behind them getting popularity, but YouTube streams just randomly happen still. I think it's probably an automatic YouTube thing. But that's all well and good. Look, we're here now. We've got it looks like most people are back, at least. So we should be okay. So as long as we can get through this one, I'm pretty confident the others will not have this issue. Maybe Dimash is one. Maybe, but we'll see. So let's continue on. We were just enjoying the music for too long. Yes, we're not allowed to have fun. We're not allowed to do this. Okay, so we've got another transition going on here. So something I want to point out, right? At the beginning of the song, I was kind of thinking, oh, okay, so we've got the singer that's, it felt a little bit like she was just kind of staying within the same range of notes, right? But it seems to me that this was completely incorrect, and I'm glad I waited, because the new sections are showing a very different sort of side of what she can do, and that's really exciting. I love seeing multiple things of what artists can do. It makes me happy. Okay. All right. So that's cool. Like that's awesome. Like that whole thing was just mad. The vocal in that is just brilliant, and what we have is essentially just insane musicians the entire way through, right? Sorry, just having a look at all of the comments that I missed in that section there. Two-thirds back. How many mood changes can you do in one song? Love Bites. Yes. That's funny. Sorry, but I'm having trouble understanding the words. Yeah. That would be her accent, but it is fantastic. That's why I was hoping that I would find that there would be captions to this one for that reason. And hi Sky, is it Angel? Angeli? I'm just going to call you Sky. You're Sky now. But that's all good. That's all good. Don't worry about joining late. It's totally fine. We're just having technical difficulties with YouTube, so it's all good. Have you seen the new bassist family? No, I've been told in the last reaction video that I did. I was told that there is a new bass player. But I haven't seen anything of them yet. But I'm keen to see more of their stuff. The 2020 version set to unlisted, and it does have captions for it. Fair enough. I won't go back and redo it in this live stream. Maybe some other time so that we can actually get to the other ones. But honestly, this is sick. Love Bites are sick, man. Like I feel like it is genuinely, like the best parts of some of my favorite bands thrown together. and I adore it. Like, the musicianship is insane. They all look like they're just not playing. Like, and I don't mean that as in it's not them playing. It's definitely them playing. But, like, you know how, like, a band will get up on stage and they'll actually just, you know, go absolutely insane on their instruments and actually look like they're having some form of issue? They're not. These guys aren't. They're just insanely talented. That's so good. Yeah, for a future viewing. Yeah. That's fine. That's all good. Thank you for that, Undead. And not something you would listen to. Totally fair. And that's something that I like about this channel, is that we are currently bringing together, you know, different styles and whatnot. So what I'm actually going to do at this point, right? We are at the next one here. Looks relaxed when they play. Oh, 100%. 100%. So we've got a lot of men next. So we have Tommy, we have Erik, and we have Dan. So I'm just about to put another poll in there for people to have a go at. I'll give it a couple of minutes for people to make their choices. Where are we? Relax when they play. It's not something I would listen to, but respect. Yeah, for sure. That's one thing I do love about Love Bites, is that they have so many styles to their music. Agreed. And I find that some of the best artists are, or at least some of my favorite artists, are the ones that do that. That can do everything. Like, for instance, I know I harp on about Dream Theater a lot, but going over their discography it's such a journey. Like, from where they came from their Images and Words album, all the way to what I can't remember the new album that they've released. Now I feel like a bad Dream Theater fan, but it's honestly phenomenal what these guys do, and I adore it. I absolutely love it. But yeah, so it looks like the poll has pretty much settled now, and it looks like Dan is in the lead. Oh, hang on a second. I jumped the gun a bit quick there. Now it's going between Tommy and Dan. So that's interesting. That is very, very interesting. Can go from ballad to thrash to speed to power. Yeah, it's nuts. It's nuts. Not many bands in the world can do that, and that's why I think I think that's probably why Love Bites have gotten such a really awesome following, especially recently, right? Is because they don't pigeonhole themselves. And I find a lot of bands do that, especially like bands that are just kind of starting out, that they will turn around and go, no, I want to play this. And it's like, cool, but you've got about 1,000 other bands doing the same thing. Oh, you're not seeing the poll? Can I like repost the poll? I don't seem to be able to. Is it not at the top of the text of the chat box? I think that's where it should pop up. So from Love Bites, that's not talked about enough is their song Dissonance, a thrash song written by Asami, who, although she's an R&B roots, wrote one of the heaviest, fastest thrash songs I've ever heard. That's cool. That's very cool. Now, you can't go wrong with any of these guys. Genuinely, you can't go wrong with any of these artists. They're insane, and I love them. Love them to bits. Let's see here. Should be at the top. Yeah. So the poll should be at the top. There should be like a big, like a white bubble at the top of the chat. Dissonance is mental. Yeah, I'll have to. That's definitely one that I'm going to have to add to my list and have a look at, to be honest. Actually, I just realized I have gotten rid of my YouTube here. And I do kind of need that to be able to react to things. All right, so I'm about to hit end poll. I haven't actually looked at it, but my mouse is hovering over. Going to hit end. Okay, it's tied. Tommy and Dan tied. All right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to put the poll back up again, but I'm going to just put those two. All right. So Tommy and Dan, and hopefully the people that voted Erik will be able to to have that vote. Do them alphabetic. Could do that. But hopefully the Erik voters will be able to separate the tie there. It settled at 50-50 for a second there, and that concerned me. If oh god, if one more person goes Tommy, it's going to be equal again. Okay, that's funny. That's very, very funny. So we've got 19 votes. 19 votes are in. So in that case, actually, I don't know what song was the one that won for either of these guys. No, you can't do 50-50. Someone change right now. There's 20 votes. Someone needs to change. Oh god. Oh, okay. All right. Someone's gone for Tommy. Someone's gone for Tommy here. Pick out of a hat. Yeah, I could do that. Yeah. Okay. So we got a 21st vote. That's fine. I will go with Tommy. Let's hit end and we'll go with Tommy, shall we? All right. So live scene. Let's have a look. So the first couple of days, that vote was so close. Like, oh gosh, that was so close. But Tommy did win out on that one. So let's have a look. So the first few days that these polls were released, I was watching them. Like, I was watching them in anticipation, right? I was like, oh, I wonder what people are voting. The Love Bites one, I knew straight away because it was the only one that was there was live. But these ones. So for the other three, right, they were so close. They were incredibly close. So I'm very, very interested to see what wins out here. The winner takes it all. Okay. That's very interesting. All right. Not gonna lie, not the one I thought was gonna win. Yeah, very, very interesting, that one. I didn't think that he was gonna... that song was gonna win out. And why has it swapped my account now? It swapped the account that I'm viewing YouTube through. No. No, none of that. Let's go back. There we go. Still wonder why Epilogue went fourth. Yeah, oh, for Love Bites. Yeah, no idea. I wanted the 1 octave challenge. Yeah, so that's what I thought was going to win out. I thought the 1 octave challenge was going to win because I've been told by so many people that the 1 octave challenge is the way to go, right? And so this is doing the thing. So YouTube is really hating on you today. Wait, are we having more issues? Is that what's happening? Or is it or are we good? Because I'd rather YouTube not hate on me if that's okay with YouTube. Seriously, Chill was planning on an afternoon nap. All right. So, all good. We're all good. We're all good. I think we do have a very significant delay. Yeah, true. Good point. Okay, cool. So we're all good. All right. I think there is a significant delay, but that's all right. That delays I can deal with. Being copyright struck, I cannot. So let's get into this one. So winner takes it all. This is a really lovely song. I adore this song. I have attempted to sing this song a couple of times, and always decided just not to. Because it's hard. It's definitely a hard song to sing. So I am interested to see how Tommy does it, because let's face it, we know what his voice is like. We know what his voice is like. He can go up in the rafters. He can do pretty much anything. And I'm interested to see if he rockifies it the way that he does with his stuff a little bit. Maybe he will. Maybe he'll do it as a plain cover. I'm not sure, because as you guys know, I tend to go into the videos with very minimal knowledge. Like, I know who they are, but that's about it. So let's give this one a shot. I should probably swap over to this now. And we're not in part 2 anymore. We're not doing part 2. We're not doing that right now. We're doing part 3. We're doing part 3. No, not 23. 3. And I'm just going to call it Tommy. That's not how you spell Tommy. That's how you spell Tommy. The 1 octave shows Tommy's incredible voice, but the winner takes it all is just all Tommy with performance arrangement, and of course his vocals and some humor. Very good. I actually really like the humor that he puts in his videos. He does a very, very good job. I'm just going to make myself a little bit bigger here. He does a phenomenal job of, like, of taking the songs very seriously, but showing that humor. He does Tomify it. Fantastic. Let's go. Oh, I love it. I love it. Okay, before we get into any singing, can we just appreciate the guitar tone, please, for a moment? Because that's just beautiful. I love his guitar tone. His choice for the music is always solid, right? It's so clean. Like, he's almost taken the guitar tone, right? And he's treated it like its own voice, like he's singing with another voice. And that's something that I love that he does, that he tends to do, right? Oh, so good. What's the guitarist's name? That's Tommy. That's Tommy. That's the singer we're about to see. He does all of it. The dude's a freak when it comes to instruments, man.
I don't want to talk about the things we've gone through, though it's hurting me. Now it's history. I played all my cards, and it's what you've done too. Nothing more to say. No more race to play.
Okay. Wow, I need to pause it just before there, right? I just want to do that because I don't want to get the copyright issues again. But yeah, so that is Tommy playing the guitar again. He has a new guitar for every song. Man, if I wish I had as many guitars as that man. Seriously, I love guitars. I love collecting them. Do I play them very well? No, but I love having them. I love having them as like a set piece, right? But actually, years ago, I had placed a bid on the guitar that was used to write Dark Side of the Moon. What's his name? I can't think of his name now. It'll come back to me later. But I very quickly got outbid. He plays like 11 instruments. Oh my god. Yeah, the dude's insane. The dude's crazy talented musically. Done. Oh, no, stop it, Tommy. Stop it. Oh my god. Okay, so that's such a hard part to do, right? There's no lead up to that. The winner takes it all. There's no lead up. There's hardly anything. Like, that... like, this guy is insane. And to go straight into that rock vocal, man. Oh, Tommy, please, I need. Please come for an interview, Tommy. Please have this happen. Please have this happen. Actually, funny story. I did find a contact for Tommy through his website, and I have placed a little note in there. Actually, you know what? I'm going to check my emails. I'm going to check my emails right now, live on the stream. I'm not going to show you my emails, but I'm going to tell you if he's responded, because I have actually said in there, hey, look, I do this, and would love for you to come onto the thing. Okay, so now I've gotten an email saying that the stream was done because of the thing. Let's see here. No, nothing yet. But the man is a busy man. Let's face it. But yeah, so let's get back to this. My brain. So here's the thing with his vocal, right? I'm gonna break this down. Let's go back here. The gods may throw the dice. The way he does that, right, is so skillful. To go from his chest voice, the gods may throw the dice. His voice scratches the brain just right. It's so correct, right? So the way he does it is there's such a specific technique to it. To go from that area of the voice, the chest voice, into that mixed voice that he does, right? The gods may throw the dice. I can't do it as seamless as he can, but just how he does it, I don't understand just how he's able to throw on the effect AFFECT that he does. I don't understand how he throws that on from no warning. The gods may throw the dice, and then he throws it on. Like it's like a switch to him, and I don't understand how it works. I don't, and I'm not afraid to admit it. I'm not afraid to admit it. So let's keep going. And then there's also something to be said for the way that he goes from that crazy rock voice up the top there into the more tender vocal part in the verses as well. Because Tommy gives me the vibe, right? And I don't know if this is right or not. And this is just and this is literally just how my an assumption on my part, right? He strikes me as the kind of person that walks into a room, he does the recording, right? Might do 2 or 3 takes, and then ends up taking the first take. I don't know if that's true, but there are people that are like that, and I don't know whether he is like that or not. But that is just so interesting to me. Like, I love it, love it, love it. You should take a Dan Vasc, Nessendorfer. He did. Oh, sorry, Dan. I knew that Dan did Nessendorfer. I thought you were saying that Erik did Nessendorfer. That would have been very interesting. Gets all the props for that because I can't do any of that. Yeah. So, genuinely, insanely talented. The vocal techniques that this man uses, he knows. He just knows. He just knows how to tickle the brain in the right spot. And I love it. I love it.
When she calls your name, somewhere deep inside, you must know I miss you. But what can I say? Rules must be obeyed. The judges will decide the likes of me and mine. Spectators on the show, always staying low. The game is on again. A lover or a friend, a big thing or a small, the winner takes it all. I don't wanna talk if it makes you feel sad, and I understand you've come to shake my hand. I apologize.
Oh, boy. Man. Here we go again. Oh, fuck me.